100-day video challenge. This is live. No, I said that wrong. It's not 100 days. 100 video live stream challenge. We have 30 days. Watch it. 30 days to produce 100 videos live streamed, not non-live stream, but actual live stream on this channel. So I'm here with one of my boys, one of my sons, one of the four, the Genius Four. And we're talking commerce and comics, or comics and commerce. And so right now he is working on a series of templates because him and the other three are into creating comics, and they've been creating comics for quite a few years now. And so I said to him, I challenged him with creating his own templates and then turning those into something that he can monetize and turn into cash flow, because he showed me some things that he wanted to get. He was like, Dad, these look really good. And I was like, oh, that's great. What are you going to do to generate that cash flow? And he thought of things that he can sell, things that he can create. So what do you think? What came to your mind when I asked you that question? Was it like, oh man, Dad's not going to buy me this stuff? Or was it like, well, what was it? I don't want to lead the witness.
Well, I was like, after he said that, I was like, what can I do to generate income? Then at first I said my checklist. Then checked my checklist and signed off every month. He said that would work. That could, but getting checklists done is something you have to do every day.
And that kind of puts a ceiling on what you can generate, because you get a certain amount for that, right? Okay, all right.
But then I calculated that, and I did. So I did 750 times 30 days, which was $225.
Okay.
Which is $225, $225, and I was like, that's a bunch. That's a lot of money.
Maybe I can do a checklist or something. Get that. I'm saying.
Then.
I don't know. How would I pay myself? That's a good question. Okay.
Then after that, I was like, okay. So then I had to do 225 times 12, which, if I remember correctly, that is.
But I want to get to the part where you started thinking about what you can do with making that took the lid off of the amount. Because right now, if you just simply went by the bare minimum, then that's all you can get. But if you create something, then you can get however many of them that you sold. So if you did templates and say that you sold them for like, I don't know, $10 a piece. I mean, for a book of templates, like a comic book. How many of them do you think you could sell in a month?
From what I understand, my goal for selling the templates is to at least make, first thing, I draw the templates first, then after I'm done, I edit them a little bit to see how I want the proportions and stuff.
Okay. Are you going to do any market research to see who likes those templates? Who would be in the market to buy them? Or are you just going to put them out there and see what happens?
I might do a social experiment, put them out there and see what happens.
You can do a social experiment, okay. All right.
Because for me, I'm a experiment guy, mostly.
That does sound about right.
Like to experiment with things, see what would happen. That's why I'm mostly into science experiments.
Where do you think you'd try these social experiments at?
Maybe at the Ruston area, Ruston Point area, farmers market.
Oh, so you're just going to take it physical? You're not going to do a virtual thing like online?
No, I can do both.
Okay. And then what would happen after that? I mean, what do you want to? What do you think that, or what do you expect to get out of that?
What I expect to get out of it is, for me, I'm thinking of for me to teach them how to draw the templates out, give them the materials that they need to use.
Okay.
It's one of the materials that you can use. These are my pictures that I like to use. Mechanical pencil. I preferably prefer a 7mm.
Why? Why do you like the 7mm?
It's light. And it is more easier to hold in my type of hand area.
Okay.
It's comfortable when I'm writing. I don't feel like I'm cramming it.
Okay.
Other than like these type of pencils, which I dearly. Like for example, if I write, I have to switch it in different positions. It's painful.
Painful. Okay. So you put a lot of pressure on it. All right. So you got that, but does the 7mm draw different than like the 5mm or the 9mm?
Okay, so 9mm is thicker than 7mm.
Oh, okay.
5mm is the lightest millimeter of lead millimeters. One of my favorites is the 1.3.
1.3. How come?
Because it's very thick, and I can use it.
What is this? This
1.3.
This is the 1.3. Okay.
It's very thick, and I'm able to use it how I want to.
Okay.
And it has a little.
It's got a good weight to it.
It's very dark. It draws very dark lines.
Draws very dark lines.
Yeah, so that's like for like if you're like if you're like overdrawing, like trying to darken the lines on your templates. But I mostly use ink.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. A hand meal from one of my sons. You just saw his hand. So it's a hand meal. Okay. Go ahead.
And before I started drawing, figuring out how to draw these templates, a friend of mine used to go to school. I forget what her drawing YouTube channel name is. I have to ask her whenever I see her again.
Okay.
We used to go. Every time we come to school, we used to go into the back room with her, and she'd teach us some drawing lessons.
Nice. So, what inspired you to create templates?
What inspired me was that my dad, the Jason Hodge, when we were doing content.
I wasn't actually fishing for that. I had no idea. I really was asking that question. Okay, go ahead.
We were making we were drawing comics together one night. Because we had all asked him if he could do comics with us one night. And he's like, sure, and we did it that night. And so I was wondering what he's doing, and I saw him just drawing out templates. I was like, that's a smart idea. I should do that before I staple it together. So that way, if I need to copy the templates out, I don't have to worry about taking out the staples out.
Nice. Okay. Very cool. All right. Now, have you seen any other examples of templates that are being sold?
Yes. I forget what it's called. It's a book that one of my friends' mothers from school got us for Hanukkah. I forget what it's called. It's something. It's
Blank comic book.
Blank comic book?
Variety of templates.
Variety of templates.
15 templates.
No, we didn't get the 15 one first.
We got the with variety of templates.
And then we got the 25 one.
The 25 one? Okay, nice.
It had like 100. I think it had 125 pages.
How much was that?
It was
$5.
$5? Really? I thought it was more than that.
Oh, yeah, $5.
Yeah, $5.
Really? Go get it.
It's on Amazon.
Go get it. Let me see.
I'll get mine.
Yeah.
I lost mine. I don't know.
I thought it was more than that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was like, I don't know, $14.95 or something.
Oh
No.
Are you sure?
No, not
That's
the one
a
that
lot
Miss
of
Autry.
pages for just $5.
Not Miss Autry. Not the one that Miss Autry got us.
Yeah.
But that's the first one. That's the one that Miss Autry got us.
Okay, so I'm pulling up right now. Let me see what it is. Here it is.
Hey, that's pretty good. Wow. Okay, so then
And it has 130 pages.
okay, so then here's the question, okay, and this is where the math comes in. So if there's 130 pages, and there's what, 15 or 25 different templates in that book?
This variety. You didn't tell them this one. This one is
It's just a variety in it. Okay, so you don't know exactly how many. All right, so the next one has 15. Okay, so here's the deal. 15 new templates. Okay, so so that's probably 15 new plus the ones that were already there. All right, so that means that you've got to have, well, you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to do exactly what they did, but you know that 130 pages is going for like $5.99 on Amazon. Now, you could do one or two things. You could go and say, well, I've got to sell mine for the same amount. Or you could say, well, I don't really have to because the templates that I'm creating are really unique to me. They're not in the other book. And so therefore, I don't have to chase the dollars to the bottom, like who has the lowest price. I just have a unique one. And now I'm going to find my marketplace that will like the ones that I do. And maybe I can go and ask my marketplace what they're looking for.
But for the templates, I'm going to be selling for $10.
$10? Okay, I like that. I like that price point.
So it's going to be 5. You can have 5 pages of different templates for $10.
Nice. Okay, 5 pages. 5 pages?
No,
like,
I mean,
or 5 different templates.
5 different templates.
Got it. Okay. I was like, 5 pages, $10. I was like, okay. I mean, yeah, I've never say no. I mean, try it out.
Because what I'm doing here is so they can take how many of these ones they would like for $10.
Okay.
And so let me work out of it. So instead, so if they were to get one of each, I'm gonna have like probably either 145 different templates, probably, depending on how many I want.
Okay.
So if I would do like 15 different templates, if they take one of each, so one
question.
each.
Question. This is like a math question.
Okay.
I don't mean to put you on the spot or anything, but if you have 15 templates and you want to have 150 pages, how many times would you have to reproduce those templates to do that? Remember the easy one on that one. 15, 150. And are you going to do front and back?
I might. I don't know. I still haven't decided yet.
Okay. All right. So, because if you don't do front and back, then the front could be like that, and then the back could have, zero pages or zero templates to open it up for them to just kind of doodle or whatever or plan things out.
That's why. That's actually what another plan is going to be also in that book. Actually, now that you told me that's a good idea, because now I'm just putting in my head. So templates on one side, and then make your own templates on the other side.
Okay.
So 15.
Okay. So how are you going to do that? Break that down on the map. I want to actually see the problem.
So 15 different. So we said 150 times 15.
No. I'm saying if you have 15 templates, how many times do you have to multiply the 15 to get 150 pages? So now, another thing, what age range is this going to be for?
It can be for any age. I'm not putting an age range on it.
Really? Okay.
Because I feel like that's a little exclusive. Because when I see little kids that want to have toys that their brothers have, and they're like, well, it doesn't say for my age rate. Sometimes when I'm standing there in the store, I say it to the mom and the kid, I'm like, don't worry about it. It doesn't really matter what for an age thing, because what if the kid wants it really bad and he's been saving up for it?
Okay. True. However, you never know what the dynamics are. Maybe it's something that would not necessarily be good for the kid at that time. Right. So there's always reasons. Okay, so you've got that. Now you got the idea of the book. Okay.
No age range.
No age range. Okay. 150 pages.
Mhm.
How about the cover? What will the cover look like?
The cover, I'm planning on it's all in my head right now.
Are you going to draw it, or are you going to contract it out to get it done?
What's the difference?
The difference is one of them you have to pay for, the other one you have to create, but then when you create it, then you have to digitize it. You have to actually do all of the print work for it, and then finalize it, and then still send it out for the printer to use it and apply it to the book when you go to get it formatted. And there's no wrong answer to it.
Probably might be the second one.
Really? Okay. What? Have it outsourced to be done?
Yeah, because when you talk about the first one about I send it out, but I have to pay for it to be sent out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like I still want to at least design it before I send it out to the person.
Mm-hmm.
At least I want to do the digitalizing things. That way, at least I've already been taught about it, how to do it in that way. Whenever I need to do it, if I'm in a rush or something, I can just get it done fast.
True. Okay. Yeah. And then I guess since you guys are doing all the artwork, in your comics and stuff, it probably would be a little easier. For me, it probably wouldn't because I'm not an artist like that.
But we can still teach you.
You can teach me? Could I use some of your templates?
Yeah.
I could, yeah.
For free.
For free? Nah.
No.
Nah.
You'd actually.
Says a workman's worthy of his hire.
You'd actually pay us.
Yeah. I mean, I think why wouldn't I pay you guys? I'd rather pay you than some stranger.
Exactly.
Okay. Let me have a few of those.
Uncle, I have an idea. What happens if he did 25 cents for each page?
25 cents for each page?
25 cents for each page.
Yeah, you
and
could.
There's 135 pages.
But yeah, I mean, that could get a little expensive. Because think about it. If it's 25 cents for each page, by the time I hit 10 pages, I've got $2.50 in. When I hit 100, I'm $25, and this is going to be 150. So that is going to be what? $37.50.
Ugh, that's not a good package. See, my plan is to.
I'm not saying that you couldn't get that for it. You could. It just depends on how your community supports what you're doing, and then do you have extra stuff in there that would justify the price? So it's not just a book of templates. Maybe it's a book that has the templates in it, but then there's some action guides. There's maybe some tutorials on how to draw.
That's what I'm going to do.
And how to draw your particular types of characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. Leo agrees with you.
Yeah?
Baby Joseph agrees with you. He's on this.
Okay. Yeah. You see? So he said, Baby Joseph Rubik's Cube?
He agrees.
Oh, he agrees with me. Got you. Yeah. So there you have it. You've got that. If you can think of what else would be great inside of that book, but you got to find out from your marketplace, because you may think that it's great. What if your marketplace doesn't?
Right.
How many shelves would you get?
Mm-hmm. This is the one template that I did.
Hey, you're showing them the template?
Oh, I should show you mine.
Okay, so that's one of the templates. What goes into those boxes?
We can draw characters, scenery, or something. So
Okay.
this will be for the. So
then I have a question.
this part will be for
Okay, so I'm not an artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I see these boxes, and I'm trying to figure out how do I get all of the stick figures that I'm going to draw into these boxes.
Okay, so for example.
Mm-hmm. And how do I make them small enough so that I can see a scene in there, or big enough so that it looks like other things are going on?
So if you don't want to draw your own, if you don't want to have the templates that I make.
Wow.
See, that's the exact templates that he made.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't want to have the templates that I make, you can draw your own.
I can draw my own?
Because I'm going to do an online teaching on how to draw your own templates.
So you're going to do an online teaching?
Just like how what's her name? Another YouTuber that I like that does drawing. Her name is Natalia Majay, I think. She's Russian.
Russian, okay.
She taught me how to. She's the one who. Remember when I showed you how to do the fist I drew?
Mm-hmm.
The eyes.
Those are really good fists and eyes.
She's the one who taught me how to draw those.
Got it. Okay.
Which I think she makes at least 1.3 million a month or something like that. I think, maybe, or it's either that or a year. I don't remember.
If she makes that, then I'm gonna draw fists and eyes. I'm just saying. For some fists and eyes making 1.3 million a year, that's pretty good.
Well, the thing is that she's a YouTuber. A lot of YouTubers get paid a bunch.
Some of them do, and there's quite a few that don't. So you don't want to get twisted thinking that just because you make YouTube videos that there's a lot of money attached to it. It depends on what your community is doing and how engaged they are.
Also, back to what I was talking about me doing online teaching for the drawing templates. Probably I'll be using a Zoom, so I'll have my own meetings, and then they don't have to keep on worrying about having to sometimes go back and over. They can talk to me in person and ask me questions. So that way, in case I'm drawing, for example, if I were to be a YouTuber and I'm doing the drawing, I don't have to keep on looking at the thing that I'm live streaming on. Keep on having to look back and forth to see what's going on.
Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us about what you're doing, what you're up to. Okay, so you've got a price point down.
I also, for drawing things, would recommend for mechanical pencils, I'd recommend Bic, I think it's called, and also for the art stuff, I recommend Norberg and Linden. Nice.
Okay, well, I'm proud of you. You did such a great job at this interview. I thoroughly appreciate you. Thanks so much. Okay. And so maybe you'll close this out.
Well, that's what I have all for this I think is either your 5th or 2nd interview.
Okay.
And hopefully you'll see me on the other side.
Yep. Other side of what? That's getting scary.
On the other side of comics.
Other side of comics. Okay, good. Okay, I thought you meant like come towards the light. Luke, you are my father. It was getting scary. Okay, so we'll see him on the other side of comics, not the eternal other side. And we will come back and check up on him as he is building out his templates. And then I guess we should probably follow along and see what all you're doing in order to build a community around it, huh? Okay, sounds good. All right. See y'all later.
See ya.
Bye.